Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 35 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on this series as well as others. Leave a like and a comment, it really helps out with the video engagement. We will go through a quick recap of episode 34, and then we'll go ahead and get into the video. Alright, episode 35. So, in the last episode, we created this highway network running between Tennerden and Ferry Hill. It has a couple of small interchanges on it. One here, kind of adjacent to the oil refineries, a pair of them. And then one here at this rail yard, adjacent to the construction materials plant. So this facilitates the sand, obviously, moving down. That's pretty much it, actually. And then we also added a bus line, which I'm actually curious if we take a look, see how that bus is doing. Yeah, 54 out of 84. That's pretty good. I will take that. Now, some comments to go through from the last episode. J Meg P pointed out that Tennerden has 700 people waiting here at the platform, which is pretty hilarious. So if we come on to the, let's see, it's the Tennerden. Nope, that's not the one. It is the Tennerden or Skelton to Ferry Hill. This is the line. So they're currently maxed out. So let's see. How long are these? These are 201 meters, so we still have plenty of space to go. We could go electric to get longer trains. I don't really want to do that quite yet. Just because, let's see, what do these max out at? 75? Let's see. So this has 1,850 kilowatt hours, or kilowatts of power. 138 kilonewtons of tractive effort. Yeah, see, this is more powerful than this first one. This one is more powerful. Slower, though. So this one's power, not speed. So I think we're going to stick with the steam for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 passenger cars onto these. And then we are going to get one more. And why is there no depot found? Let's see, if I make this a double switch, now that depot should be hooked up. There we go. And now let's make sure that these all have a high maintenance level. We have an achievement, no free seats. Have a train filled with at least 200 passengers. Yeah, I don't know. The achievement is gone faster than it arrived. Let's take a look though at where all these trains are, just because I want to keep them spaced. So if we come on here, this train is leaving Ferry Hill. That is good. This train is leaving Skelton. Yeah, so this is actually perfect. We're going to have a train right in the middle. I like that. He's just coming out of here nice and slow as he gets out of this platform here. But then he will go on his way. Not a huge number of people wanting to go up to Old Ferry Hill. Mainly down to Skelton. It's kind of interesting. If we look at their destinations, and then I don't know what we would sort by. Yeah, I don't know. Ton of people wanting to go to Skelton, though. Okay. So, now, let's see down here. Yeah, this is pretty loaded as well. Okay. So, some other comments. I had talked about how this series will likely come to an end over the next, 10 or so episodes. Who knows? It'll just kind of be by feel. But I asked for suggestions of new games to play in the future. And I got a couple good ones. Zamza recommended Soviet Republic. I've never played Soviet Republic. I've seen a few Let's Plays, and I think it looks great. I think it looks like a ton of fun. I also think it has an extremely steep learning curve, so I might start to play it a little bit while we finish up this series, and it'll probably be a game time decision to see if I'm, you know, competent enough at the game to jump into it. Maybe I'll just jump into it. Who knows? If the playthrough fails, that's fine. Fails in terms of me playing, not in terms of viewers. I hope that it does well. Aramo, City Skylines 2, and then Saltacern, City Skylines. So, Saltacern, I apologize, probably not going to do a City Skylines 1 playthrough with City Skylines 2 so close to release in the next few months. Aramo, I am absolutely stoked for City Skylines 2. I could not be more excited for that game. I'm a longtime City Skylines player, so I am seriously looking forward to that. So you can definitely expect a City Skylines 2 playthrough at some point in the future. But Zamza, Soviet Republic, I will keep it in mind, and I will probably play a little bit of it off camera and see how I do. Okay, into the projects of today. We are going to work on another highway system, just because, you know, a lot of these roads, I'm trying to divert some of the traffic. Real quick, to Haviland Comet. Is that past? Oh, there's more stuff, wasn't there? Okay, let's see. I don't know if these are passenger. They are. De Havilland Comet. Hold 21. These hold 19. Let's go for it. And then let's make sure that the maintenance is high on these planes. Those look great. Look at those long jets, kind of flared tail. Very cool. And obviously they go on our OG plane line. Let's come in here and let's just see what else I potentially exited out of. Okay, so nothing in terms of trucks or buses. That is good to know. Trams, potentially? I just want to take a look, because I did exit out of it quite rapidly. Trams, no. Although, let's go ahead and upgrade these. Let's get them these buses in Skelton, the Citrons. I love these buses. They're so wacky. And then let's make sure that these trams are also the most up-to-date trams. Just because Skelton, you know, I know our corporate headquarters is in Tennerden, but Skelton is definitely the hub of the city, without a doubt. And then what was the other thing? Trains. So let's just see if we got anything. So no passenger cars, no steam locomotives. We did just get the absolute goat of the electric trains. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back. We're probably going to undo something that we just did. Let's check our passenger numbers. So Skelton to Hythe. You know what? Skelton to Hythe can... I'm not going to electrify this yet. I'm just going to add another train for now onto that passenger route. But I am going to electrify this line. And then we are going to get an electric train on there. Man, we are not even doing what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, and which of these... It's going to be this one. The one on the right. Not that. That. Yep, let's go with that. Let's bring this through. Oh, this is just going to be a mess, isn't it? Actually, not that bad. Okay, so that's going to run through. Then we can electrify these tracks. And then we'll just have to continue this past Tennerden and all the way down to Skelton. And I feel like every time I electrify some tracks, I do something wrong. You know what I mean? Let's get that electrified. Let's get that electrified. All the way through there. And then on down to Skelton. And then we can swap out those old, also brand new locomotives for some electric trains. Very exciting. We just got to make sure that we're doing the right set of tracks here. Not that one. Perfect. Okay, so now let's come in here. Let's go Skelton to Ferry Hill. Edit these. Delete these locomotives. And add on one of these. Paint them the right color. And let's see if we can find one in action. Let's see, where is this? There it is. Our first electric passenger train. Very exciting. Super exciting. Let's make sure that that's on high. I'm super excited for this. These trains are awesome. They're absolute workhorses. And I could not be more excited for those trains. Anyway, let's get to the thing that we're actually going to do today. We're going to start by building a highway, starting here at Askern and running down to Skelton. This highway will be poised to wrap around Askern to continue on to Yateley in the future. And then it will be poised at Skelton to wrap around Skelton and continue on to Midhurst. So, with that being said, let's get started. This looks like generally a pretty good area to start this. So let's kind of come in here. Let's look at our terrain, which we can't really see. So let's come in here. Let's clear a bunch of trees. We will add them back in. Not to worry. And then we're going to come in here. We're going to flatten out a nice big piece of terrain to build our interchange. And then we kind of have to look at our heights here, just because this is pretty substantial. So if we kind of think we're going to start our decline here, you can see the cursor height, 90 meters, generally all the way down to 51. That's actually not that bad. Decline of 40 meters over that span. And then we're going to use this tunneled area to actually cross without having to bridge, which I think will be very good. Okay, so let's come in here. And let's start by laying out a little bit of highway so that we can build an interchange. So let's get that nice and straight. Let's grab just a straight road, no bus lanes, and then let's kind of see where we're going to connect here. I kind of like this road here. I like that one. So maybe we could curve this over. And so if we go up 4, hold shift to go down 1, I think we found that that is our ideal height. And why don't we go like that? And then if we start to bring this down, man, oh, okay, yeah, let me bring that back down to ground. Okay, so if we start to bring this down to ground, and then what did we say? We're going to connect into that road. let's do that. And then I think we're going to branch this off here. I want to make sure that that's flat. So let's come off here. Nice and straight. Make that flat. Curve this around. Bring that back down. And then we'll link that in there. Excellent. And now all we need to do is connect this up. So let's get a nice piece of road right here. Make sure that it is flat. It is. And then if we grab that, kind of look top down. Is that a good curve? Yes. And then if we just start to bring this up. Yep, I like that a lot. Perfect, so we have our little interchange now. All we need to do is actually connect it up to the highway. So why don't we pull this straight off of here. Then curve that in. Let's see, can I upgrade this? Yes, I can. So let's do bus lanes, and then let's come back down here. And let's actually upgrade this whole section of road here. We are going to have to move this, so let me just make sure that I put that back. Let's get that in there. And then let's come back. Let's continue to upgrade. And we will have bus lanes up until... yeah, we'll keep the bus lanes going all the way down. Alright. So now let's smooth out all this terrain. And then similarly, smooth all the terrain over here. And then let's come back in here. Let's see what tree this is. Is that the tree? Yes. And what is this? Sugar maple. Let's make this a big brush. And we will just fill these trees back in. Like that. And then what we will do is we will actually come in here and kind of strategically remove some trees to help with sight lines. So you got to think these guys would want to see what's coming on here. These guys would want to see what they're turning into. And then similarly over here. Quick autosave. These guys would want to see. Okay, perfect. And then why don't we just kind of remove some of these ones that are really close. This road here. Something like that. Some of those. Perfect. Alright, so the time has come. Let's see, is it going to get mad? Yes, it will be, so we're going to have to pause. We're also going to think about how we want to reconnect this road connection here. I might just do what we did for the maintenance yard up at Hythe. I might just give them kind of like a really bad connection, in all honesty. That's really not a good connection. But it will work. It'll work for what we're trying to do. Okay, so now let's get rid of this road. And I know it's going to be super mad at us for now, but that is okay. Where does this road go? This road goes all the way up to Tennerden. All right, I might reroute it and just have it come up here and hook into Askern. So let's do that really quick before we forget. Let's grab the country road. And it is going to be sharp. So we're going to do a little switchback action. So let's get this going. Kind of curve it around here, and we might actually just connect it right into there. Yeah, I like that. Let's come through here. Smooth this whole thing out. Smooth this whole thing out, just like that. Okay. So that road connection is now reestablished with the little switchback in there. And now we can continue to delete this one out and add in an all-new connection. It is going to generally follow the same path, with only a few differences. One being that it's going to cross here. So we're going to utilize this terrain to make our crossing. So, in order to do that, let's get a buildable pad to make an interchange. Why don't we say like right about here? Let's see, where am I coming from? Okay, so it's going to be right about here. All right, so let's come in here with our two little parallel roads like we always do. Like that. Let's come in here. Let's make this a little bit wider. And now let's grab our bi-directional road. Bring it up 4, hold shift, bring it down 1. Pull it across. Let's try that again. Looks like we're just a little bit too close. Go with that. That looks pretty good. Let's grab a little bit more land to work with. And let's curve these around so that I can make my connection here. We are going to be making the connection on a curve. Not great. But it, it kind of is what it is at this point. So let's kind of zoom out. See where we're going here. Let's try that. And if we make that connection, how does that look? That looks pretty good. I like that. So now, if we flatten out a little bit more land, we should be able to get this road down to ground. Let's see how that looks. That looks okay. And now we can make a connection here. So let's just make a little straight road there. A little tight curve here. And just tee that in there. That looks pretty good. And now we can come through here and just smooth all this out. And we have a nice interchange here at Skelton. And we can connect this up here. So, let's go straight out. Like so. And then if we grab this, curve that in, I like that. Smooth that out. We have now established a connection here. So let's reestablish the connection between Skelton and Askern. And let's see. So this is at 51 meters. This is at 90. I'm going to build in this mode here. Just so that we can kind of see what we're doing relative to the height. Okay, perfect. Let's go to there. Let's come around there. Let's fix that. That is going to be fill. There we go. And now I imagine, is this gonna result in a tunnel? I just kind of want to see, like, if I were to connect that up there, what does that want to do? Okay, so it wants to tunnel it there. I'm actually, I'm kind of okay with that. Let's see. Is that what this one wants to do as well? If I just pull this down to here. And this just doesn't want to cooperate. All right, so let's see if I back this off a little bit. Grab it there. All right, cool. That's the wrong tunnel. So let's just fix that. So this is going to be this tunnel. And then this is going to be see, let's back it out again. There we go. This tunnel. All right, so let's flip these around now. Quick autosave. So we're going to flip these around. There and there. So we now have a connection coming through here, so we can unpause. I just want to make sure that I lock all of this that's going on. Like that. Do I want to lock this one? Yeah, probably. Don't develop off of that. Same with this one from here. Okay, but we now have a solid roadway connection through here. Let me just smooth these out. And this is going to connect Skelton and Askern with nice high-speed connections. Now, one thing that I want to do. So if we come up here to Askern, you'll notice that there is no Askern to Skelton bus. I would like to remedy that by giving them a bus. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to add a stop here. And then if we come down to Skelton, oh, that's right, this is where they change. Okay, and I can't add a stop there because of the way that I laid this out. Okay, let me think. Let me think. The question is, do I want to add like another interchange that's more on this side of the city? I could do that. You know, I could put like a small interchange in here. I could put one in at the train station. Yeah, why don't I do that? So let's delete both of these bus stops. Let's put a bus stop in there. Expand it. Make sure that it is electrified. And we will see both of these going to the same stop. Okay. So why don't we have this one go to platform 2. Alright, and then let's get a new line in here. And this is going to be a bus running between Skelton and Askern. Because I like to give people, you know, the option to go whichever way they want to go. Blue is already taken. Super dark blue is not already taken. Let's see, does that conflict in here? No, I think that's fine. So let's name this. So this is going to be a bus route. Skelton to Askern. That's it. Skelton to Askern. Okay. And now let's get some buses on here. We're probably going to use our Mercedes-Benz. They're nice and fast. Let's get 3. And then let's come up here to Askern. And let's get 3. Let's change all of their colors. Great. And now we have some... excuse me. Now we have some buses on here. So we're going to have some traffic on here. And I imagine we're going to see, yes, pedestrian traffic. Actually, quite a bit. So let's come in here. Wow. That's actually getting a ton of usage for something that I literally just built. Let's come up and check out the highway that we built in the last episode and see how we're doing. Yeah. That's pretty good. I wish... Oh, okay, so here we go. Oh. 43. Not that much taken the public transportation, but the private's getting good usage, which is good. So I'm glad that the highway is being used. Let's see. Oh yeah, there are tons of cars on here. But I'm actually super impressed with this highway. There are tons of cars using this already. And I'm not surprised. It's much faster than the old road, for sure. All right. Anyway, let's get working on getting this over to Midhurst. And I do not know if this is going to be done in this episode, but I will try. So let's see. We are going to curve this around. We're going to curve this around, like so. Let's see, now this wants to tunnel. Okay, not if I go here. Let's take a look at our terrain here. So that's 42 meters, that's 50. Yes, we're kind of dropping down a little bit. That's okay. All right, perfect. All right, so this does want to tunnel, which I am okay with, as long as we go with the modern tunnel. Let's get that through there. Kind of see what we're working with. This looks good. Let's just take a minute to flip these around, so that's going the right way. And then smooth this out. that. And now we're going to need a pad to make an interchange. So let's kind of smooth out a nice big space there so that we can make an interchange. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just back those out just so that we can make good connections here. So this is going to be, you know, a nice segment that is totally straight. And then these are going to connect up here. And of course, this one is going to do the wrong tunnel entrance, so we will fix that. Perfect. Those actually line up really well. Okay. So I think the obvious choice for a connecting road is this one right here. So let's take our 2-lane road, bring it up 4, hold shift, bring it back down 1. Let's bring it a little bit further out. There we go. That is a solid connection there. And then if we... Let's see, we have to bring that back down to ground. So let's bring that to there. Bring that there. Curve that in. Perfect. And now, if we grab just a little straight road here, curve this off. Let me see, there we go. Oh, come on, curve. Curve. Curve, perfect. Bring that down. Connect that in. Okay. And then we need to make a connection here, so I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit more. And then let's start to kind of curve this over towards Midhurst. Snap onto there. Get a nice curve on there, flip that around. Grab our 2-lane road. Make a small offshoot right here. Start to make a bend. Make that connection. Quick autosave, and then we will get that filled in. That looks good to me. And now we have another connection into the city. We can smooth all of this out to our heart's content. And now I would like to upgrade this. It just makes sense. So let's grab the 4-lane with bus lanes. Bring that to there. And then if we grab the buildable, we'll carry the buildable through. Let me see, is it interfering with these? No. Alright, I'm going to pause because I might destroy this. Alright, so let me see. If I grab this, pull this straight through. So why is that not possible? Let's see, if I get rid of that, will that make it possible? Yes, okay. Cool, so now let's put this back in. at a reasonable distance, apparently. Smooth all that out. All right, so we have buildable road coming through here. And where am I going to run it to? Yeah, probably to about there. Or do I want to take the bus lanes off and maybe run a main road through here? No, I didn't mean to go that far. There we go. All right, so now there's a main road running through there. Good highway connection. Cool. So we can move on to our Midhurst connection. Although, you know, I don't think we quite have enough time for that, truthfully. Just because, you know, we're coming up on about 45 minutes here. And, you know, going over to Midhurst, adding in a whole new, you know, interchange, making all of this nonsense work with our industries, you know, that's probably going to take a little while. Although one thing I did just think about, all of that industrial traffic that's currently coming through the city is going to be able to bypass it and go direct. That's going to be great. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you made it this far, definitely consider leaving a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on this series as well as others. I really appreciate, you know, everyone who's subscribed. It means a lot. And I know the viewership has been a little light since I took the break in the summer. So I genuinely appreciate everyone who's stuck around and continues to watch the videos. It means a lot, and I'm having a great time making them. If you are feeling particularly generous, you can check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. You can get an access to all of my save files. Still working on that Discord. That's for everybody. Don't think I forgot. I've just been super busy. But anyway, until the next episode, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you. Thanks. Bye.